Hello, good morning and welcome back to the fish locker out on the shore. It is an absolutely gorgeous day, isn't it, James?
Yeah.
Oh, it's this type of a day. Absolutely beautiful. Now we have large spring tides, glorious weather, and we've decided that we're going to go for a bit of a walk on the shore. Now James and I are just going to have a bit of a rake around in the rock pools, aren't we?
Yeah.
You've got some stuff that we can get wet. James is going to go for a little bit of swim at the same time. The clarity inshore here is really good. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what we might find. The seaweed's grown quite a lot because of all the sunshine and all the warm water. But we will try our best, won't we?
Yep.
Are you ready? Are you going to do
Yeah.
it? 1, 2. There we are. You ready, aren't you?
Yep.
I wish I could get changed that quick. We're going to follow the tide down because it's another hour until it's fully ebbed off. See what we can find in the rock pools.
Yeah.
You've got your wetsuit on and your wetsuit boots on. I'm going to get your goggles out. We're going to have a little bit of a rake around. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Saw a shrimp.
You just saw a shrimp?
Yeah.
You're going to have a rake about in there and see what you can find. I'll walk around. Now, James, how warm is the water?
Quite cold.
Quite cold, apparently. Is it colder than when we were in Florida?
Yeah.
How much colder than Florida? So much colder than when we were in Florida.
Is it with that rock?
Go on then, you're going to lift the rock over. And what you need to do is you need to get it on the flat side like that. Just roll it straight over, see? What can we see? I think we scared them all away the first time it dropped, didn't we? Let's try this rock here instead then. Right, do you want to stand on that side? You want to give me a hand? What we're going to do is we're going to roll the rock up that way.
What?
I just saw a little crab swim away real quick. The water's nice and clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
But loads of seaweed around. Yeah, all the really warm weather that we've been having and all the sunlight's just made a massive growth in all the seaweed and the algae. So yeah, there's your serrated rack, your pom-pom weed, carrageen, all sorts. You've got some dulse there. You try to catch, James? You try to catch a shrimp?
No, I'm just having a look.
Okay. There is just seaweed everywhere, isn't there? Alright, this is classic northern attire. Wellies and shorts. There is a reason for this. It's been pretty much every single time I'll ever go out on the beach, I'll end up getting water inside my wellies. It doesn't matter. I won't wear waders because waders are dangerous in deep water. Deep or running water, I would never recommend for anyone to wear waders because if you fall in and they fill up with water, yeah, I know people that have drowned from wearing waders. So I will always choose to wear Wellington boots. The reason being is they have good treads. I'm going to be walking over bits of broken rock, so I don't want to be wearing like a pair of booties, a pair of wetsuit booties. James, let me see your shoes. What have you got on? You've got some special ones, haven't you?
Yeah.
James is just having a rake about here in the pools, but the seaweed is everywhere. This is the carrageen. It starts off being like a deep red colour like that. This is when it's past its best. All of the seaweeds pretty much at this stage of the year, they're all past their best. They're all like, and you can see here, they're all withering out and dying, and they're all looking a little bit bedraggled, and yeah. The best time for seaweed is in spring. At the moment it's the sea spaghetti, isn't it, that keeps tripping you up. This stuff here is thongweed or sea spaghetti, and you can see where it causes like massive great rafts. Trying to walk through it, you just end up getting wrapped around your legs and you end up slipping over and falling over and landing on your bum, don't you?
Yeah.
But we were just having a conversation and we said that's why they make bums squishy, so when you slip over and you land on them, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt too much. Because we've had a couple of slips, haven't we?
I think I found a sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber, I think it's a rock. But yeah, good spot.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, we're going to have a little trot along there. Now this area of the shore, of course, it's quite hard to cross. You don't get very many people on here, which is a good thing. As we start moving across onto the beach there, I'll do a little tiny bit more videoing, but yeah, we're gonna meet a lot more people. I like a little bit of peace and quiet, so I would prefer this part of the beach. Yeah, we're gonna have a walk along the sand in a minute. Wait for the tide to go down a little bit further so we can walk across instead of round. Maybe chuck some stones over there into the pools. See if we can't turn some rocks over. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Clarity is lovely. Isn't it, James? It's lovely and clear water.
Yeah.
Ooh, juiced. Let's have a look at this one here. Oh, a couple of little fish I've just seen run out. There's one there. That was a little rockling. But there is a little variegated scallop, a little queenie scallop. What else we got under here? Crabs are a bit fast at the minute because there's still a lot of water in the pool. There is a little tiny brittle star. We've got all sorts. Porcelain crabs. Put this back down. Yeah, anytime you pick a rock up, always make sure you put it back. Isn't that right, James?
Yeah.
Good lad.
Getting all the weed out my way.
Good thinking. Right. I've already gone over the tops of my wellies, but aren't we, James? We're going to check this rock here. Because I think this one here would possibly have something underneath it. You going to come over and have a look?
I was just trying to get out of all the weeds.
Mm-hmm. What you're looking for is like a flattish rock with a gap underneath. Because if it's tight, if it's stuck in the bottom, there's going to be no way for anything to fit underneath it. You're going to come over here and keep an eye out?
I was just trying to get out of all the silver setting.
Yeah, come on. Right, keep an eye out. You ready?
Yeah.
Some shrimps. I saw a couple of little crabs. There's a big shrimp there, can you see it under my finger?
Yeah.
A couple of little fish, but they're too fast, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look, there. See this little fish on the rock?
Yeah.
It's a top knot.
Now, please you get it off.
Yeah.
So I can see it.
Yeah, sure. There it is, look. See?
Yeah. Did I put it on here?
No, it won't fit on there. But what I will do, look, watch. See it?
Yeah.
There it goes. There's a little scallop. What else we got under here?
A seal.
Oh, yeah, there's some fish. Some fish and some furrowed crabs. Some little furrowed crabs, look.
Aww.
Just put this rock back down slowly.
Why can't you just slam it?
Because if there's any little creatures underneath, you can't let it fall down too fast because you might squash them. What about this big rock here then? You want to look under this one?
Yeah.
This is a big one. This is going to be a big one, isn't it?
Yep, loads of creatures will live under it.
Mm-hmm. Get ready. Oh, I saw. Oh, there's another top knot. Look, James.
Aww.
Yeah. There's another one. As if we found 2 under 2 rocks. Look. Up. He was a fast one. There he is.
He's running away.
2 under 2 rocks. And look, there's a little cushion star.
Oh,
See it?
oh yeah.
There's a little cushion star.
That's so cute.
They are so cute. The crabs and the fish are very fast today, aren't they? Yeah. Be careful, look, because there's that little top knot. You see him?
I saw a fish under that rock.
Mm. And there's another brittle star.
Look.
See it?
There's fish.
Yep. What type of fish was it? Do you know?
I know.
Okay.
I just saw a
I
fish.
can see it dart around. It's a little tiny one, isn't it?
Where is it?
Let's cover the rock back up then. Okay. Watch your hook.
I saw a fish run past.
Oh, did it run past or did it swim past?
Swim past.
Yeah.
It was so fast. I could see its tail.
Just turn this little rock here over where you fit it. Oh, what was that?
What was it?
There was a big brittle star there, but no, there was a little fish under this rock, wasn't there? See, look, there it is. See it on my finger? Oh, it's under your legs now.
Hey.
Yep.
Yes, I feel it hit my
There
leg.
it is.
I feel it hit my leg. It hit my ankle.
Yeah, can I pick that off my hand, please?
Yeah.
Lift it off. Sorry, it's not going to get you, James. It's just a starfish. Look, go on. Good lad. There's another one. Look, you can see him walking. Right, let's put this rock back over where it was.
Got one of his pieces of his tentacles.
That's why they're called brittle stars, because they're really brittle, because they break up. Right, let's go and try another rock pool.
Yeah. I just heard something like
It
oink.
was, yeah, it was my welly slopping. Are we ready? Watch. See, this is what happens with the sea spaghetti, isn't it? It wraps you up.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm ready to get out of it.
Yeah. But underneath where I'm sitting, at about here, inside this cave here, look, about here, there is a lobster. I know, because I've just shone my light down in there and I've just seen 2 antennas and a claw. So I'm going to try and get my underwater camera. We've got about another 3/4 of an hour of the tide going out. So the tide might go out far enough where I can get this lobster out. But I'm going to rig the GoPro up and I'm going to show you it underwater if I can. It's going to be, I don't know, I might not get any footage of all of it, but there is a lobster in a hole underneath where I'm sat. You alright? Good lad. While we're waiting for the tide to go down to see if we can't get that lobster out of the hole, James and I have decided we're going to go for a swim.
Yeah.
So I'm going to strip down to my pants.
Yeah.
Is that funny, is it?
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to strip down to my pants and I'm going to go for a swim. We might take the GoPro with us, see if we can see anything underwater. Yeah.
I hope you don't get picked on the ball sack by a lobster.
You can't say that on a video. Yes, let's hope I don't get nipped on my... I don't even know how to say that. My beanbag without... without...
You should stumble.
Yeah. Let's hope I don't get nipped on my beanbag by a spider crab.
No, a lobster.
A lobster would be even worse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would hurt.
That would hurt. Whoop. First thing to see. Oh no! Oh, my big one is too full. This is a little bit colder than you thought it was going to be, isn't it?
No, I don't like it.
Okay, right, now turn round. Turn round, it's alright, I'm here. Cold, isn't it? Well, that was a very short swim, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You decided it was a bit too deep and a bit too cold, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trapped.
A bit too deep and a bit too cold.
And I'm
But
trapped.
the good thing about that is the tide's going out a little bit more now, so I'm going to have a little rake around to see if I can't get that lobster out.
But I'm trapped.
You're alright, why are you trapped? Because of all the sea spaghetti?
Yeah.
You're okay. Oh, Right, I have been laid down up to my shoulders in that hole, and I've got it. Whoa, it's a good one, isn't it, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to the point where I managed to get it out with the hook, and I got hold of it with both hands, and I got my shoulders stuck in the hole. And you had to come and pull my legs, didn't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done both my elbows up, and as you can see, I'm sat in a pool because the water never fully went down. But yeah, got it in the end. Beauty. You got it, have you? It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No V-notches. Well above minimum landing size. That one will be maybe a 120. There's some nice claws, hasn't it?
Yep. Good enough to eat.
They're good enough to eat. Yep. Little teeth. Its mouth in there, look.
Oh yeah.
You see like a little teethy bits?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It is that warm, that sunny today, that this lobster is getting really lethargic now. They don't like getting too hot. So what we'll do is we'll put some water in a bucket and put some seaweed in there, and I'll get it put in a bucket, alright?
Yeah.
What do you reckon to it? Do you reckon you can pick it up or not?
No.
Oh, I tell you what, you're getting strong now though. Yeah, what can you tell me about the claws as well, look?
That was the crushed claw and that was the drop claw.
How do you know the difference?
Because this one's smaller and this one's bigger.
Yeah, so this one's a cruncher. This one here, they get hold of it and they crunch it, and this one here is like a pair of scissors, isn't it? And they chop it up.
Yeah.
Yep. And what do you call these?
Antennae.
Antennae, yes. So they use these, they flail around with these, and then if they see something, they get hold of it with that big one and crunch it, and then they cut it up, and they use like these little tiny little finger hands here, look, that you can see. You see them, look?
Yeah.
And they feed themselves with those. So they kill it, they cut it up, and they feed themselves. Clever, aren't they?
Yeah.
Did you know that these have been around since the time of the dinosaurs?
What?
Yeah. So these are as old as a dinosaur. Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you know what all these little tiny white curly worms are called?
No.
These ones here, and all the ones you can see on it.
Yeah.
They're called Spirorbis. They're like a type of keelworm.
What's Rorbis?
Spirorbis.
Spirorbis.
Yeah, like a type of keelworm. Right, let's get some seaweed put in a bucket.
I've got a piece of seaweed.
Now we're going to need more than that though. And let's go. Well, that didn't quite go to plan. I planned on us covering loads of the beach. And what's happened is I've spent that long trying to get that lobster out. Committed myself, didn't I? I got stuck right in that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to... Tide's turned and it started heading back now. So we're just going to cut across the beach, see about getting an ice cream, and then we're going to head back. I've been carrying James on my shoulders for a little bit. So I am a little bit... got some damp spots. We're just on our way over to try and get some ice creams, and James has pointed out how many shells there are, and we're going to talk about them, aren't we? Because we know what these are, don't we?
Yeah, there's limpets.
These are limpets. Now we have these all over. They are on every rock, everywhere you look. You know what I mean? Got squelchy wellies. Yeah, they are on every rock, aren't they? Now there are some people who watch our channel who live over in islands like Hawaii and Big Island, and they call them opihi, and they eat these. They think the ones that they have over there are delicious. Now I've cooked limpets in a couple of our foraging videos, and it must be an acquired taste because they aren't the tastiest thing on the planet. I think if you were stuck somewhere and it was a matter of survival, you could eat them. But a little fact about limpets as well is the hardest known naturally occurring substance in the world is a limpet's tooth. It's not a diamond, it's a limpet's tooth. And we've got some little tiny painted top shells, haven't we?
Yeah.
They're quite pretty, aren't they? Look, and when you look on the inside,
yeah,
they've got lots of mother of pearl on the inside, haven't they? And what are these?
Anemones.
Anemones. There's one and there's one, isn't there?
Anemones.
Anemones. Anemones.
M&M's.
Yeah, M&M's. What else can you find? Now, if you're going to come down and you're going to have a look in rock pools, some of the key places to look will be in the little cracks and little crannies, because crabs and things tuck themselves out of the way. There is a bright little flat winkle, like a little golden nugget, and that's a winkle. So there's two winkles there. They're winkles. Those are painted top shells. See the difference? So we've got spiraled rack, anemones, limpets, winkles, painted top shells, flat winkles, and all the little tiny ones that you can see on there are all barnacles. Whoop! We are up on the top of the top of the shoreline. Oh, this is where all the wave action is. So you'll notice there's not as much seaweed. It's all really stunted, and you don't find anything on the rocks really here unless it's clung on hard, like a limpet. So it hangs on. Of course, this is where most of the wave action, where most of the energy from the sea will get broken. Like up on all these rocks, the further down you get towards the low tide line, you'll get more seaweed. You get bigger seaweed. You get bigger things. So if you're going to be looking for stuff up here, you're either going to have to be looking underneath rocks, or I would go closer to the low tide line. The closer you can get to the low tide line, the more chance you've got of finding something. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Now, what type of ice cream are you going to get?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Vanilla with a flake?
Yeah.
Good choice. There we go. You alright up there?
Yeah.
Good lad. Let's get going. You're not going to be dropping any of that ice cream in my hair, are you?
No.
Good lad. Yeah, I think I've earned this. You alright?
Yeah.
Good lad. Let's get going. Right, we've got changed and we are out. Just on a little patch of shore. We have a little rocket stove. These are a cross between a rocket stove and a Swedish torch. I've got a video on the Fish Locker Workshop channel showing you how to make those, but basically all it is there's a fire inside of there and the air goes in here to feed that. That's just building up. And we have the lobster that James and I found on the shore. Just trying to keep it covered up a little bit. Trying to keep it cool is a problem at the moment. I'm going to dispatch that just before we put it in the pot. Now we're cooking the lobsters, really simple. Clean seawater or fresh water with salt added. Doesn't matter which, it just needs to be as salty as the sea that you've taken it from. So because down in our area we've got really clean seawater, I'm just going to use a pan full of seawater. Yeah. We need to, you can't put the pan on those too quick because it smothers it. You need the fire to have properly taken inside. I'll show you. All I've done is you start it burning inside of there, and I just keep adding little tiny splints of wood like that, just to build it up a bit. Now all this is it's little offcuts of pieces of timber from the Fish Locker Workshop channel, little projects that we've had. We'll just break them all up when we leatherman, just stick them in there. It's perfect. Sorry. We were supposed to have Mrs. Fish Locker come and join us for the cookup, but she's still got a bad cough, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this you've got all over your front? Bits of your sandwiches?
Yeah.
I cannot take you anywhere, can I?
No.
It's a nice t-shirt, John. Hey, James, where did you get that from?
Well, it's a Fish Locker.
It is a Fish Locker one. I've got a Fish Locker shirt on as well. You know what these are, don't you?
No.
It's a gurnard.
Gurnard!
You know what gurnards are. Yeah. 5 more minutes and that lobster will be ready to put on there. But, are you going to build a fire as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to build James a little fire as well.
For my marshmallows.
For your marshmallows. See you in a bit. Cooking a lobster, dead simple. All you want to do is you want to get the water to a rolling boil, like that. A proper bubbling rolling boil. Dispatch the lobster, put it straight in the pot. The lobster will lower the temperature of the water, so it'll fall off the rolling boil. When it comes back up to the rolling boil again, 2 more minutes after that, and it's ready to come off. It's that simple. And that works for every size of crab or lobster. Because the bigger the crab or the bigger the lobster, the longer it will take to come back to the rolling boil, so it'll cook for longer. So, full proper rolling boil like that. crab or lobster. I've got smoke in my eye. They do say that smoke follows beauty. Proper rolling boil, crab or lobster in. When it comes back up to the rolling boil, 2 more minutes after that and it's ready to come off. Right, lobsters in the pan. The water's just coming back up to the rolling boil. We'll go over and see what my best boy's doing. You're building your own fire, aren't you?
Yep.
There you go, there's your water bottle. Don't forget to drink some water. Now, I don't know if you did it as kids. We loved fire as kids. I mean, like, stealing a box of Maxis to go down woods and have a den and have a fire. It was what we grew up doing. And I think it teaches you a certain amount of respect for it, because you burn your fingers once or twice, but you learn to respect it. Yeah, so I don't mind James having a little bit of a fire. I call it snipervising, supervising at enough of a distance that he has the opportunity to learn and make mistakes for himself, but also I'm close enough that I'm not going to let him hurt himself. You have a good time with a fire, don't you?
Yeah.
And you know what not to touch now, don't you? And
yeah.
You know how far to stay away from it, and yeah, you've done a very good job. Well done. Are we going to have some marshmallows on that afterwards?
Yes.
Yes. Very enthusiastic about the marshmallows. Yeah, snipervising, supervising at a distance. There we go. Just coming back up to the rolling boil now. I reckon a couple of 3 more minutes and that'll be done. Yeah. If you get the fire right, it doesn't take more than about, for a lobster that size, say probably 7 or 8 minutes to cook it all the way through. I'll have to time it one day, but yeah, it's never an exact science because the lobsters change in size. Also, different wood. That's a soft wood. That's a softwood torch, so that burns really quickly. If I was going to use a hardwood, like a beech or something like that rocket stove could be burning for a day and a half. You all right? That there has had its 2 more minutes at a proper rolling boil. That's ready to come off. Be careful with it now, because it's hot. Watch this. Oof. That's a hot one. You see, it's still bubbling now, isn't it? It's still very, very hot. Wow, look how much steam. It's a very hot one. Do you hold those two for me, please?
I'm going to put them right here.
Okay.
Well, there's the marshmallow sticks.
There we go.
We just need to get the string out of the way.
And a little bit of melted butter.
Butter.
Butter. Are you,
Butter.
butter. Are you trying to do the same as me?
No.
Butter.
Butter.
All I've got here is just a little glass dish. This is actually like a creme brulee dish that I kept. It's just got some butter in it. I'm just going to sit it in some of the water to melt some butter off so we can have some butter with our lobster.
Butter. That's butter.
Are you making fun of the way that I say butter?
No.
Butter.
Butter.
Butter. This here, look. This, you don't have to eat this if you don't want to. It comes out of it. When you cook it.
I get to do the knock.
Right, what we're going to do, James?
Yeah. Let's do the first knock.
No, it's because your mum isn't here.
Yeah.
Your mum likes claws, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the claws for your mum. So, oof. Wow. Wow, that's hot.
Let's do it already.
Oof. So we'll take that claw home for your mum.
We can eat that claw, can't we? We can eat the shopping claw.
Oof.
I didn't knock it.
Hot.
I didn't knock it.
Just hang on.
Okay.
Right. Put that down there to cool off a little tiny bit.
We should do something.
Right, you know what you're doing, don't you?
Knocking the rock time.
Knocking rock time. So all you need to do is, where's mine? There, look. There's one good, like that, don't you?
Okay.
No. Hold it, like that. You're not gonna hit it with a rock. You're just gonna, like when you hammer a nail in with a hammer. Now go on. That'll do. Good lad.
the napper.
Whoa!
Ah!
Got all that. Sure you don't want to have a little bit of a try?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm right.
No, that's a good piece of meat.
Oh,
Have a try.
no thanks.
Have a little try. You don't need to try much. What does it taste like?
It tastes a bit chewy.
Too chewy for you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
I just like the tail.
Yep. And these little legs, these
Yeah.
also have good meat.
What?
So look, watch. You take this part off, then you take this part off. Like this, look.
You knock it.
No, 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 you don't need to knock it. You do this with it, look. Look, see? You just need a little bit of a poker,
Ah!
and all the good leg meat comes out, look.
Oh, I don't know.
Right. Let's have a look at the tail.
My favourite part.
Oh. There's going to be loads in there, isn't it?
Yeah. Take the tail fin off.
Take the tail fin off. Give it one of these. Give it one of them.
Hey!
There you go. It's hot. Nice.
Yep.
Good, good, good.
Dad,
Yeah. Cool.
what's the lobster skeleton?
Lobsters don't have a skeleton on the inside. They have their skeleton on the outside.
That's the shell.
It is. Mmm. Mmm. You want to just pick up bits of what you want? Pick up any of the bits that you want.
I love the tail.
Good, you need good tail meat. Big chunks of it like that. You sure you don't want to try it in some melted butter?
No, thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Ow!
It's hot though, isn't it?
Ow, ow, ow. Ouch.
You want the last little bit?
Just for a little bit.
Okay, I'll share it with you.
Thanks.
No problem. We'll take all these little bits of shells down to the rock pools, hide them under some rocks, and any little scraps that we've missed, the crabs, the blennies, or the gobies, they can have a pick through and they can have a feed. There we go, look. We're all packed up, and because the stoves are like this, the beauty of these being is you can just pick them up and transplant them somewhere else. See, look, there's no heat transferred through the bottom of there.
Like my fire!
Yep. James's fire's just dying down, so we'll just put the rest of it on James's fire.
Yay!
Time for some marshmallows, is
Yes!
it? Right, well, I'll tell you what then, I might take this off for a second,
Why?
because we can cook marshmallows in there. Cook some marshmallows in there and then we'll put it on the fire at the end, okay?
No, we can cook marshmallows on my fire.
Tell you what then, we'll have a competition.
Yeah?
I'm going to try cooking marshmallows on there, and you can try cooking marshmallows on here, and we'll see which ones will be the best. Yeah?
I think mine.
You think yours?
Yeah.
I like your confidence. These, I mean, nowhere endorsed by these, but we've enjoyed these. These are Giga barbecue marshmallows, and they are that big. They are proper sized marshmallows, aren't they?
Yeah.
There you go. Like a Giga dinosaur.
Yeah, like a Giganosaurus.
James, you're putting your marshmallow on the floor. Lesson learned.
Thanks for rubbing it.
Yep. Let's see. Yep.
How? How is yours always toasting?
Because that stove of mine's really hot.
Oh, mine's already starting to toast. Yours is about to catch on fire.
Now for me, that is the perfect amount of toasting. Some people I've spoken to, if it's not been on fire, they don't think it's quite ready yet. But yeah, for me, that's perfect.
Oh,
So, whose is best then?
yours.
Right, yeah. The experience there. Oh wow.
Too much, I think. Oh,
Too hot. That shows you the difference in the amount of heat that's coming off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Towards your fire or this stove.
Because we did the stove first. Got the fire.
Is that enough for you?
Yes.
Right, there you go. But beware, that is going to be absolutely scalding. If you put that straight in your mouth, you're going to burn yourself, okay? I feel like there's going to be a lesson learned here.
Oh, that's smart. I've learned on it.
Well, we're going to finish off these marshmallows. Then anything that's left of this fire, we're just going to douse it in a rock pool. I hope you enjoyed joining us. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. You ready?
Yeah.
See you later.